Hello, my name is Zara and today we're in Year 9 Maths.
Hi, I'm Molly and today we're in Year 9 English,
We're working on angles and transversal lines.
learning about World War I and how it would have been like for soldiers back then.
But I think often in maths, it's all up here. We think it all needs to be up here and we just want to get to our answer, write the answer down and move on. But hopefully by now, throughout this year, we've spoken about the process is just as, if not more important than the actual product. So our mathematical scribbles, our working out, is just as, if not more important than the product.
And what I would like you to do then is on the outside, in the next colour, I would like you to tell me what is the hidden story.
Today we're working in groups and brainstorming to show our working out instead of just getting to the answer, and we're doing it on transversal lines.
Why is it better to work in a team rather than just individually?
I think it's better because you can kind of work with your friends and classmates and you can try get to the answer together, and if you're a bit stuck or confused you can get help from like the person next to you.
Well, the process we've kind of taken today, it has been like a visual and then a thinking kind of procedure. We have started off by studying an image and writing down our observations and what we thought the image was about, like the main story of the image. Then after we have covered that and talked about that a bit, we kind of went on to talk about the side story of it, like what we think could be happening at home to the soldiers in the image. And once we finished that and collaborated with that, we started to think about the hidden story behind the image, like what we don't actually see but what we could maybe assume or like based on our prior knowledge.
We have to find out all the different angles and then we have to kind of like prove to see like how it is right, so we can go to someone that's like never seen one of these before and say, this is like correct because of this, this and this.
Have you had any challenges and how did you overcome them?
Well, I guess most of the challenges are when there's two different answers or two different ways to get to the answer. We mostly will explain it to one another, and whichever answer normally sounds better or the working out looks better, we normally go with, but if we still can't come to a decision, we normally get the teacher and see what goes on from there.
What are the benefits of this type of learning environment for this?
So when you're like just reading it straight out of the textbook, you don't really like understand where you can use it in real life and stuff, but when you're in a group you can kind of like discuss as a group where you're going to use this in real life and what the benefits are of using it and stuff, and you can also like get the answer wrong and you don't have to like go ticks and crosses. You can like figure out where you went wrong and kind of backtrack and figure out where you went wrong and then correct it.
How do you think we went as a class today?
I think because we've probably practiced a lot of different routines and we have used this one before in a different context, most of the time people are in there straight away giving it a go. Occasionally, as we saw with some students today, when they got to that top level, it really threw them because they didn't know what was the right or wrong thing to say. And there's no right or wrong because it's the making up of the story. So once the students relax into it, they actually then do start being quite comfortable and they're quite happy to give this soldier a life, and that's what it's all about.
The purpose of the activity today was to, I suppose, get us out of the habit of trying to just get to the answer and move on. I was really interested to see what you guys were thinking about with problems that I haven't necessarily even taught you yet. So to pose a question to you that we haven't looked at, I suppose forces you guys to make links with your prior knowledge of things like triangles and angles, and a bit of algebra in there too. And using the butcher paper, we could scribble down all of our thoughts and I can see visually what you guys are actually thinking. The point is that it wasn't just about getting to the answer. The point was to enjoy the process.